Hello, BookTube. I'm doing this as a response video to something that Steve Donahue has put up. I've already addressed this in a live that Mark and I did earlier. Steve, by the sounds of it, Steve Donahue is going to be monetizing his channel because of recent events. He did it live, and I made a number of points in this, and it's really odd because uh, he says these ads are not showing up on his videos, or never have until recently. The fact of the matter is, and this has been explained to him many times, is that the ads are not on his videos. The ads are on the viewer's video, and that has been since the beginning. They started this new change a year and a half, 2 years ago, and it depends on who's watching it. I saw ads right from the beginning. Others saw ads from the beginning. But then that was mentioned on numerous live ads to him. He disregarded those. And I mentioned this, and he says it wasn't a disregard, but it was because they are there on the people who watch it. And it happened, like they were rolling out this thing, and they are doing exactly what they said they were going to do and continue to expand this kind of thing for the viewer. It's the viewer. It's not on the videos themselves. It's on the viewer's account. The viewer gets given these videos of who they're watching, and they've been rolling this out in different areas. Possibly that they were doing it maybe earlier in the UK rather than the US, and now it's time for the full rollout in the US. I don't know, but it does. There has been ads showing up on people's videos who are not monetized. And when I said, because I don't know how else to form those words, that it's on the video, but it's not attached to the videos like somebody who monetizes, and then they are attached to the videos. This is attached to the viewer. And they've been there since the beginning on everybody's channel. Once they did this, everybody's channel. Like, you know, they were there, like but again, as I say, they were rolling this out in stages, and now they're at a further stage. And I just want to other things, like, why are people so concerned about spending a few minutes of watching ads on BookTube videos, and they're so up in arms on this? I don't understand this, because I made the point in his live that of 3 hours there might be 10, maybe 15 minutes, not even that, of ads. He says an hour or for every three. That is pure hyperbole. It's not true. You've got way more ads on TV, and people continually pour money to the cable companies, pour money into these places, but they begrudge, like, and how many people watch 3 hours plus of YouTube a day? And if they watch that, then like they're not watching that much in the way of ads. And the thing is, the ad money is going to a certain extent to, if a station is monetized, I mean a channel is monetized, it's going to that person rather than like the sum of it's going to that person. When you watch something on a sports event, it's going to a faceless corporation. But why is that okay? But when it's going to an individual, why is that so bad? I don't have an answer for that. I want an answer. Why is that evil? But it's not, as because it can't be as evil to the corporation, because people are still doing it, and they'll continue to do it. But here, they buy ad blockers, more money to the corporation, or they use the so-called free ads. They're not free; they're making money off you as well. Not as much, maybe, but that means that the person whose ads that those were on are not making any money, and that seems to be okay with people to throw money at faceless corporations. Now, like, the simple fact of the matter is, there are ads on YouTube. They have been putting ads on for almost 2 years on everybody's video. everybody's video. And they're just rolling it out more and more. You have no control of how many videos you see if you do not monetize. You have no control over it at all. When you do monetize, you have some control of where the ads are placed, at least up to this point, where the ads are placed and what type of ads, whether they are skippable ads or non-skippable ads, and whether you have them at the beginning, in the middle, or at the end. You then have control over that. And if you do monetize, you can then turn off the ads. And up until now, YouTube has agreed to that and not put ads on people's channels. There might be an ad at the end or something like that because that's outside of your video. And possibly even at the beginning because that's outside of your video. So if it's before or after, then that's not part of your video. So they might be fiddling with those technicalities. So that's a simple fact. It's there. It's there. And I want to know why it's such a problem. Like I say, people spend billions on commercial television, billions on cable TV to watch commercials. They may grumble about it, but they continue to do it. But here, they just stop and they say, "Oh, that's evil." And why? Why is that? Because the number, like in our live, we found out that 10% of, or at least I'm assuming the viewers of our live that was earlier today were the correct in give or take percentages. 10% of YouTube channels are monetized. And there are about 114 YouTube channels, 114 million YouTube channels. So that's clearly over 10 million YouTube channels that are monetized. How many of those 10 million, percentage-wise, are making huge amounts of money that are doing this? Most of them are small people like myself that need the extra money to get by in life, or heaven forbid that they're able to make a little bit of money and in order to cut down their horrible hours at work and do something else that they enjoy. God forbid and heaven forbid they do something like that. That is so evil to do, isn't it? Those evil people that may get enough money to cut down their horrible working hours. Evil people. I want to know why. So I'm sorry this is a bit of a rant, but I'm in a ranty mood at the moment. I haven't been feeling too well. And I just dislike the fact of this hatred against this, which has been boiled up by many booktubers and YouTubers along the way and fueled. And then all of a sudden changes happen, and changes do happen. But the thing is, like, there's so much false information out there. By it, just do look at and count the number of minutes. Like in an hour of my video, like a live video, there might be 10 minutes. If not, I don't even think, because most of the time there's only a few ads that are 60 seconds long. Most of them are skippable ads in 5 seconds. So if you add all that up in an hour, you've got 5 minutes maybe of ads from a live video. Let's see, even 10 minutes. And that's hyperbole. 10 minutes is hyperbole of saying that's way too many minutes than there actually are. But let's assume that. Let's go worst case scenario. 10 minutes per hour. How many minutes are on commercial television? Think about that. And think about where that money is going to, these faceless corporations. And you can then choose who you watch on YouTube. If you don't like so-and-so who's making millions of dollars or pounds, don't watch them. You don't have that choice when it's on TV, because you're paying the fee for cable television. You are control here. And remember This is free for everybody else to use. You're not paying anybody. You just a few seconds or a few minutes of your time while you're watching it. And me, as a person who puts up videos, I don't have to pay to put those videos up. This is great. If you want to put up a little half-hour show on TV, how much will that cost you? How much will that cost you? Thank you, BookTube.